Orlando, I want to start asking you this question. The movie is about body image, obviously, and high expectations and trying to meet them. And I'm curious if in your life you had a situation where you were crushed or tortured by high expectations you were reaching for.
Mm, mm.
Just a light question to start. I think my whole life has been that one way.
That's a loaded question, George. Yeah,
So you were ready. You were ready to play the part.
yeah.
I mean, I think, like we're performers, we're actors, we're all coming from somewhere, right? It takes a certain type of character to want to do anything in this field in some ways. I mean, we're creative, we get to live our dreams, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, wow.
John, I kind of want to go on maybe it's a little less deep or personal, but have you
Yeah, okay, go
maybe
ahead, lay it on me, baby.
maybe it isn't. Maybe it's just the way I am. Have you
This is fun. This is fun. This is good.
have you ever pushed someone or yourself in a way that's similar to what happens with Boz, to where you start to feel a little guilty about it? Because I don't know if Boz ever felt guilty, but I wondered if you were ever considered.
I've pushed myself past, past healthy, you know, measures, and you can get sick, you can pass out, you can do all these things, and you think, well, did I really need to do that? Did I have to, that I wind up in a hospital, getting a brain scan or something? And it's happened to me, and but I haven't. I've directed a bunch of things. I don't think I've ever pushed anyone, in a bad situation because I'm aware of directors who can be really. I started at a certain time where there was a lot of cocaine and a lot of abusive directors. And I experienced that very early on. And I was like, whoa, I don't know if I like this. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, but the same way that Boz is with Boxer in the film.
So Boz was coming from a real place, kind of then.
Oh yeah, those people exist, in sports and it used to be in movies a lot too. So
Do you have a certain amount of compassion for his mindset, or was it hard to get to that place for you?
for me,
For Boz, yeah.
I mean, he's doing his job. That's
Yeah.
his job. His job is to get inside this guy and see if they can make the weight. But he's probably desperate too. Maybe he's had some bad experiences. It seems like he may have had one bad experience that maybe someone expired in the past. So it's a dangerous situation for the boxer, and also if he doesn't bring him in, you know. So
Yeah, the stakes feel insanely
yeah,
high.
so yeah, and I think people do this. They do it. They do it in sports all the time, and they do it in other
Um,
professions too.
yeah, Orlando, I have to ask you a slightly off-topic question. But you've mentioned before, been asked about this a lot before, what you'd want to see in doing another Pirates film. And you said it's about the script. One of the things you said was like, if the script's there for everyone to come back. And I'm curious what you'd need to experience in the read of that script that would make you think, yeah, I think we can do this and it'll work. Like to come back to the
Can we
franchise.
talk about the boxing movie? Because I have no clue what's happening with that other movie and nobody's told me anything about it. So, and anytime I talk about it, it becomes a top line story. And I'd much rather talk about this. So ask me anything about the cut you like, but I have nothing to say about that.
And as his attorney, I concur.
Totally understood. Totally understood. As far as so if we're talking about Boxer again, I asked I've talked to other people in the film a little bit about where he lands at the end. And I'm really curious for you, towards the end of the film, it's like a double-edged sword kind of. And I want to know where you think he goes after that moment because it's left a little open-ended. Where is he mentally after what he's been through, what he's achieved, and what does he want to do next? Because I think it's a big question that lingers.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. I think the whole premise of the movie is about the battle inside the mind. I mean, we all love a boxing genre movie, but the cool, fresh thing about this movie is it's the fight that's happening inside this man's mind, and every athlete on the planet is where they have to win first is here. And where we all have to win in life first is here. When we just wake up in the morning, we got to win the battle here to get out in this. And it's definitely a commentary a bit. I mean, having done the weight loss and the water depriving myself of water. I've definitely had a dark headspace, which was part of what was required for the character as well. And living in those shoes, I think he realizes that he has a problem, that he needs to heal, that his desire for a second shot has pushed away loved ones and led to extreme behavior that has taken him, beyond the realms of what's probably healthy and human and safe. So,
Do you think he can change? Just real quick, my final thing. Do you think he can change or no?
I don't know that. I think that's up to the audience to decide, and I think
Yeah.
that's through what you see the character, and I think that's why we leave it open like that.
Fair answer. Thank you guys so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Love the film.
All right.
Have a good day.
Have a great day, everyone.
You too.